If there's one thing that I ever don't want in this game, it's solo. And look at this. This guy's actually going to trade us. So I guess we're going to go ahead and switch over there. Nope. Sorry, you're solo lane now, buddy. You shouldn't have done that if you didn't want to. I was just about to be here and be like, okay, well, somebody asked for solo lane Ganesh because someone commented that the other day, and I was like, well, I hate solo lane. I never want to play it. I actually just queued mid lane and support, hoping I could at least get one of those, and it didn't happen. I tried to get mid. He wouldn't give it to me. And then this guy just said, here, I'll give you support, and I'll take solo. So now he's going to play solo because he said he wanted to trade it. So thanks for the roll, big man. He clicked it, so I don't really know why he wants to trade back like immediately. Like it was his choice, so that's what he gets. I wonder if he was cute with this Cupid or something, I'm not quite sure, but either way, he threw the roll at me, so like I'm gonna go play support now, which Ganesh is actually one of my favorite gods in the entire game. Him and Kepri, which I did in the video the other day, are my two like most, I guess, like tryhard, you would say, picks when I'm gonna play support. So if I'm ever playing like ranked and stuff and I was trying to like really hardcore play support, I would play Kepri and Ganesh, and that's what I would use to climb ranks and stuff. Obviously I haven't done that yet, and we'll see if we ever do any ranked. If we do, it'll be like on a stream or something if I can make that happen, which I've talked about a little bit lately, but we still got to do some stuff there. There's a few things I want to do with community. That stuff would be fun if we could get it working, and making a Discord server is something that I'm looking to do here in the next few weeks, which I think I said in the video the other day too. If I didn't say it in a video, then I said it in a comment to a few people, and we were kind of talking about it in the comments, and now people are like, day one of asking for a Discord server until we get it. It's like, okay. Because I know some people want to do like viewer games and stuff, and it's like, that could be fun, but yeah, we'll see. I haven't played Ganesh in a while, so we're gonna just see what happens here. He's supposed to start as one. Pretty good stuff. It does damage, but it also gives, you can see down here, bonus damage per stack, 2%. So if we hit all these minions in front of us, obviously up to 5, that gives 10% extra power to us and our ally after we hit all these camps with it, so that'll be really good for us. I used to like going like Sentinel's Gift, but man, I haven't gone Sentinels since I started playing again, because I'm pretty sure it's just not really like good right now. Yeah, it's not that great right now, is it? Assist, equal per 5, evenly split. Yeah, it's just not great in my opinion. But the other thing I used to really like going, I've liked going Warflag for a really long time, even when it used to not be meta, and people used to shit on Warflag. They used to be like, Warflag, terrible starting item. And I've always been like, of the opinion, no, it's an amazing starter item, and I used to always go it first. I used to do it especially on like Achilles, Odin, which are some of my favorite supports for warriors, like very aggressive warrior supports, and I used to do them all the time with that. Let's see, we're facing a Bake most likely because this game sucks and everyone just plays Bake and it's terrible. Getting the game is awesome, but I do hate Bake Kujira. I'll say thanks because he traded the role with me. And probably a Hachiman, so we can go for Heavenly Wings just to get away from these little nutsacks because I hate them, and then we'll go for 3 of each pot. Ganesh consumes mana decently, but not crazy amount. But that'll be good for us. This Guan Yu seems to be a little lost because he doesn't understand that he traded. Bro needs to walk his ass over to support, or to solo lane, which he is doing right now. So that's very good. I mean, it's like, if you're going to trade roles, stick to it. If you would have went in there and been like, I didn't mean to click that or something, but how do you accidentally click somebody's role to trade? It's not like I asked him. Like, I was just going to let him play the support, and I was just gonna like struggle through the solo. Maybe I would have done it well, who knows? And then I would have done the person's comment that they wanted to see because somebody asked for solo Ganesh, like I think I might have said earlier. But no, he clicked tradey trades. So it's like, okay, well, that's where we are with that. Go ahead, use R1 there. You can see that's gonna proc pretty fast. We're just gonna trail these things backwards as he clears, although he's not really focusing green for some reason. And now he's just shooting this. I'm just gonna hold it still because he clearly seems a little lost. There we go. Now I should have every ability except my ult on instant. I do. Good to know. We'll go ahead and get our 3. We can hear that Cupid has his passive. Make sure we use our 1 before he uses his heart bomb. I'm gonna actually use my 3 right here, and you can see this thing instantly stun him since he decided to stand where we were popping that. I'm using my horn shard if I can. I'm gonna just stun him again right here, and even if we hit the last hit there, it wouldn't matter because Ganesh's passive is my favorite passive in the entire game, because Ganesh passive you can't get kills if you have teammates in the radius. It just gives them to your teammates, and it's just like the most beautiful support passive I've ever seen. I love it so much. Ever since this god was like shown for the first time, I was like, oh, that's awesome. Like, I really am gonna like him. And then he came out and I started playing him and I went, yep, I'm obsessed. And he's just been a go-to for a long time now. Oh, thanks, buddy. I'm sure you want 2 of those. And let's see, is this coming up soon? Yes, it is. I'm going to ping it. I'm sure he wants to do one more wave first, and that's completely fine with me. We'll get our silence here in a second. Baka is just going to throw out his little pukey dookie. Looks like they're going to fight there in middle a little more. We're still just giving him power so he can hit some targets a little harder, I should say. We'll stun him a little bit and just kind of bully them. We are using all of our green pots here, but I'm not really too worried about that. I'm just going to silence this guy and then instantly hit them with my 1. And then we're instantly going to 3 this guy now. And we're trying to just stand in front of him here so he can push. And if he pushes us, we can keep autoing him. But our Cupid there didn't quite dodge the best. But we actually can still kill here. We did hit him with that. So now we'll go ahead and just bait these guys in. I'm going to catch his dash with my dash. And we're just going to auto this kid. I couldn't quite reach him, but I got him with minions, so we will get the kill there. I was trying to reach him with an auto. That's not too bad. We already have 2 assists and 1 kill, which is pretty darn good to me. We couldn't quite get our Thebes yet, but we'll go ahead and take that. I'm not too mad about it. Ganesh kill. Oh, you know it, baby. Picking up those kills. Yeah, it's very rare that you ever actually get a kill on Ganesh, which is kind of funny. If you ever look like a KD for a god, usually on your supports, it's going to be lower, you know, because you're getting way more assists and stuff. But you still have kills. And then you go and you play Ganesh and you look at your stat lines if you go back. And it's usually like the funniest, just lowest stuff. Because you just don't usually get kills. Ooh, I need help. I need Cupid to pay attention and not do that and come to me. Although I can kind of trail these out a little bit towards him. Oh, what a dumbass. Come on, big man. This is really silly that you're not paying attention to this. Like, come on. Turn around. Alright. See ya. I mean, come on. You're gonna sit there and do a side camp and completely ignore that we have all of our buffs up? Like, really? All of them? There you go. That wasn't too tough.
An amazing development.
Tension. Right. There we go. We'll kind of say that to him like a riddle, because apparently he doesn't probably understand like his own name, let alone how to farm correctly. We'll step him so we can radius to these guys. And I don't really care, to be honest, taking a bunch of damage there, just to get the Skloot and then leave and straight up. Now we have our Thebes, which you want to get that online as fast as you can so we can just get it stacking. I think there's kind of like a debate between like going Thebes or Prophetic. Yeah, I think I have like chicken nugget crumbs on my mouse pad or something. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You're making my mouse weird. And I personally still do prefer Thebes. I think Prophetic has a lot of good stuff for it, but it's just me personally. I don't know. I'm a Thiever. This guy is looking for it. I'm going to go ahead and just see if I can silence these guys. We're going to go ahead and see if we can slow him, perhaps. We got his dash out of him there. We'll keep leveling our 1. I level my 1. You can level like your 2 because it gives you more prots. And your 3 doesn't actually increase any like duration with how long you can stun somebody with it. So you don't really need to level that. This green might be up in case they didn't farm efficiently. Looks like they did though. Someone might die over there on the right side of the map. We'll go ahead and put a ward right here. Looks like we have the Argus ward. There is an enemy right here, which is funny. We're just going to beat this guy up a little bit. Clear the wave. And then we're just going to silence this guy. I'm probably going to use my sprint on this guy too, just so we can speed him up and get him out of danger. And we see Thor's actually going to ult. So if he hits this... I'm just going to silence this guy so he can't keep pushing. And then this is not the best. I'm just going to stun him again, using my 1 on both of these guys, making sure they're grouped up for that. And... I'm just going to silence this bot guy, so maybe I can stop him from killing him. But unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. No, you did good. Unfortunately, I couldn't catch him there. And Cupid was nowhere to be found for the most part. Yes, you are a Bake Kujura. I understand, that means you're quite skillless and don't really know how to play, so you're just kind of running at people holding left click with your auto attacks there. For some reason, you know, AoE, because that's what we should give to Guardians. But it's okay. As soon as you learn to play, we will all be here waiting for you, and I think it'll be a very beautiful moment. We already have a lot of stacks on our thieves now. That's another good thought about Ganesh is we can't actually kill minions either and get the last hits for them if our teammates are in range. By the way, I want to go do camps again, but you know, we've already learned that this Cupid is not really good at understanding how to do his buffs on cooldown. I would say, hey, let's go steal theirs, but I don't trust it right now. Ooh, Scepter's up. Well, I think it's better for us to go do these really quick. I hope he ignores Portal Buff just for a second. And then we can just grab purple. Yeah. There you go. I'll bring this to you. All right, now we're talking. Go ahead, big man. Hit that one on there and let's do this thing. There we go. I'm going to save my level right here. We'll level save and then we'll get our one leveled up as well. And that'll be good for us. Got my green. He did get Scepter. I don't really care, though. I might even say let's just do this Portal Buff really quick. He doesn't pay attention again. No, we should have done it, Cupid, but you didn't pay attention, so we're not going to go back and walk back there and try to do it now. I have 1,600. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3 physical, 2 magical. Cuckoo's going to hit me hard, but we can go straight into a physical item. We can't even make it like a Valor if we wanted to. Or we can do a big Aura build, since we already have Thieves, and we can just go straight into a Sovereignty. And then we can just give our teammates some prots and play around that. Sometimes it's just an easy thing to do. Do a little prot build and be like, here you go, teammates. Walk into me, and you instantly have all these extra prots. Dude, he actually almost soloed him as Pwash. That's pretty funny. Somebody requested me to play Pwash, but I haven't done it yet. Not a big Pwash fan. Pwash is funny to me because he is this mage that Hi-Rez sat there and they said, we need to make a mage whose entire purpose is to be anti-heal. You throw your 3 on somebody, it instantly stuns them, you know, like, that's what his role is. He will be so good. Holy shit. Dude, they're all on right. This is insane. Walking into this could be risky for me. I'm just going to make him tank tower shots, and I'm going to silence him too. Instantly sprint him. There we go. You dumbass. Caught him. We're going to go instantly to our 2. He couldn't use his dash right there because he was silenced. Good job. Okay. I like Thor at least, but man, he almost screwed me up with his wall there because I couldn't get through it. Fun fact about Ganesh dash, though, is that it actually goes through player-made walls. So I couldn't show you there because it disappeared too fast. But a mirror wall, Odin wall, Thor wall, any player-made wall, Ganesh dash can go straight through it. So that's fun. It's a very simple thing that's easy to remember that can really help you out. And you can see it there. Wall dash and Ganesh passes are player-made deployables. So pretty simple tech right there. We will start leveling our 2 now. Like I said earlier, we get more prots when we're inside of this. So it's really good. You can just sit in that in the middle of a fight, and you kind of need it to scale well later on because you need those extra prots. Out of mana? Yeah, but you could last hit these with your basics, and I'm assuming you... Oh, you have Eye of the Jungle. Never mind. I was like, I'm assuming you have Boomba, so you could get some mana back from it, but he doesn't. He has an eye there, which is fine. I'm going towards mid. We'll try to see this guy out for a little bit of coverage while he does his waves and stuff. I'm assuming this Cuckoo can be a little bit annoying. We're just gonna silence him because all he wants to do is go ahead and throw stuff at us. Pretty simple on Ganesh. All you're looking to do is walk up to somebody, easy bait out from his ult, and he didn't actually do anything with it. Yeah, you're taking damage from that. Yeah, I'm just looking to get away from this guy. Cuckoo players suck, man. The worst, just like boring losers. They just never want to play the game, you know? Instantly throwing my 1 here through both of these guys. We're going to instantly go into our Horn Shard so we can try to just get our cooldowns here. And we're instantly going to silence him too. Because if I can silence him and then stun him and then in 1 here... Oh, you didn't commit to that kill. Oh, I was tanking. He could have just hit a few basics, so it would have been fine. But that's okay. Now, I can go the Sovereignty if you really want to commit to like this Aura build, or I can go for a Mystical Mail. I mean, honestly, I'm thinking about it. Mystical's still pretty dang good right now. And I mean, you're so close to people with this Mystical when you're playing Ganesh. Like, well, why not? Why not do some silliness? And then we could even... How many magical do we have? Nah, just wash, so we don't necessarily want to do something silly. But I'll tell you what you can do is go for a Pridwin. Good item on Ganesh. Because it procs pretty easy with your ult, and you can literally just sit on someone once you put your ult on them, slow them with your ult, and then just let your Pridwin proc a few times, you know, depending if you have the glyph, you know, where it pops twice. I might TP left, by the way. I'm looking at it on the minimap right now. And I'm going to go cooldown Tiki for now, because the green Tiki won't do too much for us. It does more when you have more health and mana and stuff. Okay, well, he's dead for 30 seconds, so I might just go ahead and hold his lane here. I might just go ahead and try to kill him. There it is. Yeah, if you want to catch someone like that, like they're gonna run away, notice how I positioned that Ganesh ult. It's pretty simple. You don't want to do it on the front or back of the ult, right? Because if you use those lines, what's that going to do? Well, they're going to step on it for about half a second, and then they're just going to walk out, and they're going to be on the other side of it, and then they're out of your ult. But if you try to get it on the side, on the left or right side of the ult, well, at that point, then they have to either, you know, go to the side, but if they keep straight lining, which most people do for a second, especially him, we got his ult out of him there, I'm pretty sure. Then what happens, I'm gonna stun him. I'm gonna sidestep it. Oh, shit. I'm gonna use my sprint on him. I'm gonna silence this little cowboy for a second. We're gonna stun this guy. See if I can throw my one out there and secure that for him. You need to back up, Wash. We're just gonna go ahead and silence this guy too. I don't quite have my stun yet, but once I do in a second... Shoot. I was trying to stay away. Mystical, baby. I'm gonna silence this Suki. I am out of mana, though. Yeah. I'm gonna say enemies incoming left, just in case he tries to gank that shit. And then I'm gonna say be careful here. I'm just out of mana. I understand. I just don't have mana on me. Are we really going for this? Okay. I guess gank left lane. I mean, I have Mystical Mail, and as you saw, it actually did some work there. So we're going to go and just immediately silence him. We don't need to do anything else. If you're going to use one of your abilities on Ganesh in a team fight, it's probably going to want to be your silence. People can't do anything through a silence. What are they going to do? Punch you and stand in your Mystical Mail? Okay, have fun. I'm just going to sit here and let my team beat the shit out of you. Like, your silence is just as good of a CC as a literal stun is on Ganesh, in my opinion. Okay. I'm going to go Shell for the boys, honestly. Nice, that's actually amazing. Like we said, we're gonna go Pridwin, so let's go ahead and start getting that. But we're gonna be out of base for a second, so we'll grab a ward. And when we come back next time, we can get the full Pridwin there. But we did get the cooldown from it, so we like to see that. Looks like he's just fighting the whale a little bit in mid. I'm gonna say he's gonna blow him up here pretty soon. Oh. I'm gonna say be careful, right? Enemy spot, what the? Okay. Yeah, he's almost there. We do have our ultimate up. Fascinating. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this down. I'm gonna go ahead and use all my abilities here if I can. If he wants to land, I'm down for it. There it is. I'm gonna use my sprint on him. Darn it. Thor is so close to like doing great things, and he just kind of like falls short a lot of times. Not that it was really his fault there. It was more a byproduct of... No, you're good, buddy. Oh, shoot. You're crazy with it, bro. I'm going to use my 2 here just to get protections, and then when these tower shots hit me, they're going to do less damage because we have extra prots. And you can see there we actually gave that kill to our boy Pwash. Suki has no ult, so I'm not too worried if he comes back. We'll use our 1 on this wave here, do some damage, and then he can go ahead and clear it. And we'll get some nice heals off that. And I'm looking for a Gold Fury. Bake is alive, but I have a Sentry Ward. Yeah. Yeah. We need Cupid over here is the only thing. Cupid, please. Please listen. Remember earlier when we talked about paying attention? Now here's the other good part about Ganesha. You can do this. And it just sits there, and it cooks. And then we go back to base, and we get a third one. And we're going to go the Glyph. And now this one, equal to 200% of your protections, 65% of your protections. Let's go Blue Prid, since we're building a lot of prots. And we'll save up from there, because level 15, we can get our Spartan flag. So we'll go ahead and do that here in just a second. My green buff's going to be down because Thor's doing it, so I'll go ahead and grab that. But so far, we have played this very, very well. I'm very happy with things. He's probably gonna say hammer through the wall here, so we'll go ahead and let him do that. I'll go ahead and use my 3 to secure that. And honestly, we're gonna go ahead and fight middle. I don't have my green buff. I would have loved to grab that. But Thor is going to ult them, if he can reach at least. I'm just gonna stun him out of this, and then I'm gonna immediately actually stun him. Maybe he gets stuck in that. The time dilation is so fair. I mean, if you're a terrible player like him, you just get a get out of jail free card. And it just pisses me off a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and sprint him. I don't have too much more CC for him. But I can immediately silence this kid and just keep him here. I'm gonna go ahead and try to hit my son here. I can shell him. Looks like Bosch still wants to help me, and I have basics and mystical. So we're just gonna use them. And then I got another kill. I mean, I really did all I could for them there, to be fair. I tried my best to save everybody. I just keep getting all the kills on Ganesh. I'm not kidding. This is probably the most kills I've ever had on a Ganesh game. And I'm not even meaning to do it. Like, I'm trying to save everyone's life the best I can. I'm giving them my sprint there. I'm using my ult and my silence and my shell and just, like, giving them all the buffs I can. But they just... I couldn't do anything else. I really couldn't. So it's just kind of what it is there. I might even go straight into a Heartward Amulet, though. Just because my team's getting... Oh, wait, no. What am I doing? We said we were going to go for the Spartan flag. Let's grab that first. And then we can go Heartward. Hold on to reward, though. We need to go place that. And I'll probably go place it towards Fire Giant. Looks like they have a big fight there over there in left lane. I might like to go help that if I can, because if I could just kill him... You know, we could take that Heartward path that we were talking about, but I should probably just grab a Pestilence since they do have a shock on their team. Okay, he just got soloed somehow. Which is pretty insane. Pardon me, I burped a little bit. I didn't mean to subjugate you guys to that. I'm assuming this shock... Who the hell are you guys? These dudes are just following me from Kentucky. Usually a state that I'm a fan of for the most part, but not right now. I almost have my sprint. Yeah, so if I can just use this, we can get really fast and get to mid super quick. People don't usually expect you to fly in at Mach speed. I wanted to cut off some area there. I'm just going to go ahead and silence this kid. And instantly use my 1 on him. And I'm just going to let Mystical Mail my basics do the work. Now, there's probably a Tsukiyomi coming if I had to guess. Well, call him like you see him. Yeah. Oh, shoot, I didn't know you were going to make your Guan. You can see my Spartan flag down. Pretty good stuff right there. We're waiting. We're silencing. We're just going to go ahead and stun this guy. They can take tower shots. Those will stack up over time. And we're just sitting on the outside of this fight, seeing if we can do much here. I only hit my 1 on 1 there. That was bad. We're in this stupid Bake ult. I'm going to use my shell on him, and I'm going to just silence their entire team. But I am out of mana, so I'm trying my best, but... Okay, I think we saved everybody for now. Shoot, I'm trying to play my mana. Okay, I feel like I sidestepped that, but honestly, whatever. You want to use your ult on me just to die, bro? Go for it. You just got yourself killed. Oh, Pwash, nice try. Bro just walked into the meteor. Oh, lordy. Yeah, let's get a Pestilence, because I feel like if we could have had some more anti-heal there, we would have shut that shock down faster, and then we would have won the fight hands down. But at least they kind of made a fight back there that made it more of a game, to be honest with you, which I enjoy. And... I'll tell you the only reason I really do want this heart word is because I need MP5. So after we get this Pestilence, man, Quash should have really helped him. But I think he has it hands down by himself. Use your one! That works too. Okay. Okay, well. The only bad thing about this skin is he just goes woohoo instead of his regular skin. You know, just base Ganesh where he goes, brr. That's supposed to be an elephant noise. I don't know how to do it. Brr. That's not. You know, just pretend I'm doing a really good elephant noise. Thyrotic elephants are my favorite animal. So when I saw Ganesh, I was like, ooh, this guy looks pretty sick. And I started playing him and I went, this guy is pretty sick. And I've liked him ever since. He's just the perfect lockdown in my opinion. He plays exactly how I want to play as a Guardian, which is just sitting in people's faces and just supplying CC, you know, holding someone down literally with my 3. It's just like, and everything in between, it's just so much fun. It's exactly how I want to play a support. And so when I saw you could do that so easily with Ganesh, it just made me so happy. And ever since then, I've really, really liked it. I'll go ahead and ult here. Unfortunate, can't do too much besides that. I'll go ahead and just silence him for as long as I can, and then probably use my 1 on him. I don't really know what Thor's doing. I'm just gonna probably CC train this guy a little bit. Oh, he's just gonna go that way. Well, Tsukuyomi's probably gonna run over there if I had to guess. I'm gonna use my ward right there. Gotta be careful because my mystical will probably pull the fire. I'm just so slow. I'm gonna say behind us so they understand. Big man, big man, big man. Shelling, instantly silencing, using my 3 through this, using my 1, I hit it. Still don't have a team for some reason. Guan Yu was his easiest kill of his life there. I'm gonna use my sprint here. There we go. I thought we could distract for that. I'm just gonna silence both these guys. Use my 1 to give him some extra power. Instantly 3ing this Bake, but now the Suku's here. Silencing it out of his 2. Using my 1, but it probably doesn't really matter. I'm gonna actually dash this way. Yeah. I wanted to see if I could pull the Tsukuyomi since one of his ult ticks hit me. If I could pull him away from my teammate, maybe he could live. But unfortunately, I wasn't really able to do that. Okay, we have anti-heal now, so that'll help us out. Like we said, Alposh, right? He has Divine Ruin. He is literally the god made to counter healers, and he still can't counter this shock. But he can do some good damage here, I guarantee you that. I mean, I hit 20 before. My ADC, my jungle, and my solo laner. Just keep that in mind. People think you don't get farm in support, and you can go back and watch. I haven't stolen a single wave from anybody in this match. The only time I've ever taken solo waves is when people weren't going to possibly be back there to share the wave with me, right? That's what you do. People like just don't understand little things like that, and then they fall behind and they lose, and they don't get farm and they get behind on their supports. And it's like, you don't need to be 1 to 3 levels behind on support. Goal's gonna die and probably 2. Yeah, there. Oh! That was really good steal. That was really nice. Oh, and they're killing more. I'm gonna take this yellow buff. I'm gonna use my 1 here. Use my mystical mail. There we go. Now we see in the middle of the screen, we actually got that last hit, and it said kill bestowed. That's what it says when we get the last hit, and it gives us to one of our teammates. You can see Guan Yu is actually baller as hell. I'm gonna just say let's do fire. If they rotate over right now, we can just ball on it. He's saying on his way, but I don't really care. Oh, I guess maybe Mystical doesn't just start this shit anymore. We have 1 second till Shock spawns. 13 on Suku. We can start it with just Guan here. He'll do pretty good damage with his 3. I'm trying to hold the fire like this, and then we're going to use the second one in case this effigy spawns. No, I think it spawns after the second one, perhaps. Maybe? Yeah, there it is. There's the effigy. Probably hit the effigy ourselves. There might be a... screw the effigy. I'm going to use my ult here and just grind this thing down, securing. And you can see there, when I press T, see recent damage dealt, I actually secured that fire giant with my 1. Right when it had 900 health, I decided to press my 1 because I knew that one more Cupid basic was going to set it into the range where a 1 from me was going to kill it outright. That's how you know how to secure. You need to look at it and say, okay, when I shoot this, by the time it does its damage, what other instances of damage are going to hit this thing? And if you do that, by the way, I'm going to actually go for an Emperor's Armor here last. And I might just wait for the gold. Waiting. Little. Oh my god, he just lost. Okay, but he won. I just need to get this really quick. Because the entire rest of this game is going to be us sieging towers and birds. So to me, I just want to get an Emperor's Armor and we can just slow down their shots. If you don't know what Emperor's Armor does, I can hover it for you really quick. But essentially, it just makes enemy towers and birds shoot slower. I'm going to walk into lane broadside here, just straight down so they can see me, that being the enemies and my teammates. I'm going to go ahead and stun him immediately if we can. We'll cut him off with an ult too. You can see he's kind of stuck on that. And if Guan Yu can just catch up, easy kill. Now I kind of let go of our guys back here, but I'm going to say that's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and silence this guy immediately, just going to stun him and use my 1. But I'm going to run back and look at my outwash here. I'm just going to use my damage and slow this guy down. We're instantly going to silence him, so he just can't do anything. And since we're already in left lane, yeah, Cupid sees right. He's going to do that little defense there. We're going to give this guy a little power boost so he can go ahead and hit that a little harder. And then we're just going to keep attacking left. So we have 40 seconds on the Shock and 20 seconds on the Kukul Khan. He's going to throw some Caltrops down here most likely. There they are. And I'm going to go ahead and silence this guy immediately. Hit a little stun on that. And now we have an entire Spartan flag here. We're going to go ahead and just use our shell on these teammates. Looking for the silence on this guy. Looking for the stun. I actually whiffed that. Too bad. I'm going to use my ult here, and we're actually going to go ahead and kill that guy with it. I'm going to go ahead and use my silence if I can. Immediately into a stun. Immediately into a 1. Now, they do have teammates coming, by the way. Most likely the Kukul Khan, if I had to guess. I'm going to go ahead and now use my silence. I used my 3, and I did hit it. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to secure that kill, I don't think. I probably also can't save his life. Yeah. I do have enough for a dash, so we'll go ahead and use that really quick. And I'm going to auto-walk as far as I can through this jungle. That Bake is just ridiculously tough. He's such an overpowered god. Oh, don't actually follow me, Blue Buff. I don't want to fight you. Well, okay. I still don't want to fight you, but if you're going to follow me, I'm going to take you out of this tower. Hopefully, Juan can pick you up when he gets there. Get off of me! Oh my god, minions. You feel like my fucking teammates half the time. Let's get together. 5-man and win. I can buy a 500 pot here. Not like the greatest thing for support, but it does make a difference. It doesn't give cooldown anymore, unfortunately. Nowadays, it just gives penetration with your power. It used to give 10% CDR. But the thing was, you have max CDR in most builds, so people wouldn't really care about that anymore because they would just be getting overcapped. And they were like, why do I care? Why do I care if you overcap me? Alright. We're just going to go ahead and silence this guy. I'm just going to go ahead and stun him. We did secure that. It's a bit of an ouchie. I'm going to go ahead and use my ult over the wall here. You can see it cranking out damage. I'm just going to silence this Shock. And I'm going to stun him. The best things you can do in a fight, I'm going to root all these guys with my sprint here, is keep enemies out of the fight and keep your boys fighting in it as long as possible. We're going ham on this Shock. I'm going to go ahead and shell this guy, so hopefully he can run a little bit. Silencing. Best I can, at least. We need to get out if we can. Just going to go ahead and silence again. I hope he can save himself at least. Yeah, that's fine to knock me back. That whale's a fucking idiot for that. Because guess what he just did? He just grouped an entire team up for Outwash. And unfortunately, Pwash is probably still going to die, but he did get the best. Oh my god. That was a good try by him. I can't really tell what happened in that fight to go so wrong, except I want to say... Yeah, it looked like it didn't go off, I'll be honest. I think he's right about that. They keep pushing, they die. Yes. What do I have? 20 seconds. Oh, they should not have killed that fast. Come on, Irez. Cupid almost has ult. Cupid's terrible. It's just realizing that, like... Sad loss. No reason for it.
That's too bad.
It is too bad that you guys are my classic teammates who just want to throw instead of playing the game correctly. But, you know, kind of used to it by now. Still not a loss, just getting ugly. Oh, no, we fucking lost, let's be honest. Let's not sit here and jack off with the best of them. This is Nell. But we'll go ahead and try our best until we lose. We could win if we get actual one good fight, but I don't think Cupid has it in him. I don't think he has anything in him. I will say defend Fire Giant. Like, they're clearly posturing like they're going for it. We saw that ping off my mini-map that I placed earlier, from the ward I placed earlier. Looks like they're not on it yet, which is good for us. I'm going to go ahead and place a ward here. Yeah, I get it. You're a heartbeat. Like, I'm so happy for you. Just using my 3 instantly for safety just to get out. I don't think that should have hit me, but it's the galaxy we live in. They took both our wards out, which is really weird. I don't know why they'd have a ward up there. Seeing mine. He just lost half his health to a singular fucking Suku. That kind of tells you what you need to know, right? We do need to run from this, unfortunately. I have all my relics up. Not too worried. We're gonna go ahead and use our sprint here, and then instantly go into a silence on these guys. Now, this guy is using that. I use all my CC and relics on the teammates, so hopefully they can do something off of it. Dude, it seems like his outwash 2s are just not going off. I spelled that so weirdly, but... Yeah, I did a lot. The whale is just really OP. No skill. Dog shit. God. I'm sick of the whale. He's been ruining all my matches. You can't play with this shit. Like, do you know how much fucking... Look how much damage I did there, how much CCs I did there. And it just doesn't matter. Let's call him a baby back bitch. Bobby. He says, well. I wonder if he'll do it. Just what if I bait him into calling him a baby back bitch and then report him? No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I will probably roast the whale a little bit, though. It's starting to get pathetic, man, these players. Take away the whale crutch and you eat my balls like a Boston market by family dinner. Alright, there we go. We'll say that, because I think it was in between mean and self-immolate yourself, you know, so... Nuh-uh. Yes. You smell like Alaskan bullworm. I mean, what's he gonna say about that? We can check the stats here, though. I mean, dude, 50k on the Pwash. I will say the Pwash was cooking. This is where I think our weak link was, because he didn't even play like necessarily terrible, but he just didn't really play well, and it was killing us. If you saw what happened in that last fight, we went in, got a big ult, we got a big silence, we got a big sprint on our boys, which also rooted the enemies. I got a good shell on our boys, and then I just dealt a bunch of damage before I died. And it was huge. It was really good. And then Pwash followed up really, really well. Thor had a really good ult off of it. Guan Yu, I think, had a pretty good ult off of it. And then, I don't really know what Cupid did. He was just kind of not there, it seemed like. But either way, having 3 kills on Ganesh is quite hilarious to me. I mean, we had 41 kills as a team, and we were part of 30 of them, so only 11 kills happened for our team that we just weren't a part of, but for the most part, we were just going crazy with it. I mean, I think you can see why I love Ganesh so much. I think I only missed like 1 or 2 of my 3s the entire match. I usually have pretty good accuracy with those, and I had a lot of fun. If you want to see more of him, then maybe one day if I ever do ranked on like a stream or something, then I'd probably play a lot of Ganesh. So if that's something you want to see more of, you probably will one day. But hey, that's going to do it for me today. If you enjoyed the video, don't leave a like or subscribe so you can see more in the future. Especially if you want to see more in the future, do hit that notification bell. But that is going to do it for me today. So as always, have a great day.